pleasure to be here, Favor.
All right, dominant win from our ladies in Ibadan, 5-0 aggregate win, 4-0 win in the Battle of Ibadan. From your perspective, what stood out the most about the Falconets' performance across the two legs?
I would say they decided to, dot their I's and cross their T's. I mean, taking a look at the game that was played at Lekan Salami Stadium yesterday and what was played in Rwanda, you see there was a clear difference. There was some level of synergy. I don't know if that, was after maybe the coaching crew had a lot to say to them. The last time I was here to talk about this, I said, I think one of the things that affected the Falconets is the fact that they didn't get it, to get to play friendly matches, so to say, competitive friendly games, because that was evident. You could see while they played the first leg in Rwanda, their passes were really not connecting. I mean, they were shooting blanks at some point. Even though they had gotten the needed 3 points, they missed a whole lot of goal-scoring chances. And kind of like putting that together with what happened at the Lekan Salami Stadium yesterday, you could see that the 4 goals that was scored yesterday came from different players, meaning that we have girls that can actually score goals. All they needed was, to get to play together, enough time, for competitive games, and then probably put their mind, in a competitive state. Because don't forget, they had stayed 6 weeks in camp, and no competitive games can actually, put your mind, put your mind in a very cloudy sort of perspective. But I think the girls finally realized this is what they were in camp for, and they needed to put the results straight, and that was what happened yesterday.
All right, going into the next, the final round of qualifiers, Nigeria play against Senegal. Some are saying an even more difficult or potentially tougher opponent. How do you think that Nigeria should prepare for this? Now that they already know their opponent, you spoke about not having to play friendly matches before then. What do you think the NFF can put in place for these ladies to get the job done in the final round of qualifiers?
First things first, I think, like I mentioned earlier, they need to have enough competitive games. That is very, very important. They need to have enough competitive games to put them in the, get their mind in that, formation, even before they get on the field of play to play this very match. Senegal is also a very good footballing nation, and of course, we know it's going to be a very, very tough side. I also like the fact that the Falconets actually won this game convincingly to also send a message to their opponents, knowing that, look, maybe they didn't play well in the first leg against Rwanda. It doesn't mean they can't score goal. And this is a clear message also, to the team, talking about the Falconets team, that they should actually prepare the girls more adequately. Let this not be a fluke. I mean, we saw that they scored at home 4 goals. Let it not be that it's only when they are able to play at home that they get those goals. They should be able to replicate this when they go and play away and not be afraid to take chances. One of the things that the NFF should do, I think the NFF could do that will make it very easy for them, is making sure they give them competitive friendly games, and of course giving them more time, to play together, more games. That would really help the girls prepare ahead of the next round.
All right, Victoria, let's talk about the host state, or your state. The governor was right there at the stadium. After the game, he gave the girls $15,000 US and Rwanda $10,000 US. Do you think that our girls found a home when it comes to football, women's football, taking games to Ibadan as against what we used to have, maybe Abuja or Lagos? Should we just allow the Falconets to remain in Ibadan, where the dollars are currently flowing at the moment?
I think this is a welcome development, Favor, because gone are the days where, when we talk about grassroots football, or say football in general, we are only talking about taking games to Abuja or taking games to Uyo. Initially it was Lagos, but right now we don't really have, that kind of facility in Lagos. I mean, only the other stadium, I think somewhere in, what's it called?
Onikon Stadium.
Yeah, the Onikon Stadium. That's the only stadium functioning right now in Lagos. And it shouldn't be that way. As it is right now, I love the fact that we have an opportunity where games can be taken to Ibadan and even to Akekoromowei. Don't forget that even the Super Falcons played their friendly, in Akekoromowei against Cameroon. And even the CAF competitions in the men's category is actually happening in Akekoromowei. I love the fact that the games are actually going, they're actually spreading right now. And talking about the monetary aspect, who wouldn't want to go to a state where they'll be appreciated and recognized? I love the fact that the governor being there wasn't disappointed, and the girls were able to, give a good account of themselves at the end of the day. It shouldn't be just about the money. We want to see that, replicated in infrastructure so that these games can actually go around. It will be a really nice thing to have these games move around, the country, because it also is a way of sports tourism. If, we take a look at it, it's really, really, it's actually a right step to go. And I would want to see the other governors, do this as well.
All right, Itoro, we hope to see other governors do it as well. It has come to a point where governors are looking forward to host national teams. Ogun State are currently doing it. Oyo State have also promised that they want to host the Super Eagles of Nigeria. It also promotes tourism. A lot of persons will want to come and see what's happening in the States. But some are also saying, why did the governor give $10,000 to the Rwandan ladies? Well, I don't know, but a lot of persons are talking about that. Maybe to the Super Falconets, for the job well done. But Rwanda, giving $10,000 to them, not like Nigeria also got saved.
He was just being a good host. He was being a good host.
Good host?
It wouldn't be. He was being
but that's government fraud we are talking about. Government fraud to a team, at the end of the day, it's more like saying you play a friendly match, Nigeria go play a friendly match and then get largesse from the government of the country.
This is something new. And I know it's going to cause a whole lot of conversation, and it's going to continue for a while. Don't forget, the Ogun State governor also did it as well when the Super Falcons played a friendly with the Cameroonians. So I think it's something new, and somehow we have to start getting used to it. Nigerians are known for their hospitality. Maybe this was a way of Governor Makinde saying, you know what, even though you did not do so well, we love the fact that you actually showed effort, you actually came through, and Nigerians are always, very loving people, and we love, seeing our girls progress. Yes, I love the fact that he gave something to the girls, but I know one of the things that people are actually talking about mostly is the fact that he gave that much to them. Look, Nigerians are very loving people. If that's what the governor wanted to do, let him do it. It sends a message out there, not just to our own, grassroots, coaches, teams, and the likes, but also sending a message there across to the football world, down there in the grassroots level as well, in other African countries.
All right, interesting. Itoro, your angle maybe would have given a bit of, okay, if that's the case, no problem, hospitality. Maybe we'll also hope that when we go to Rwanda, President Paul Kagame can decide to say, okay, take this and go back to your country. But thank you very much, Itoro Jimmy, for your time. We look forward to having you again on the show.
Thank you so much for having me. It's always a pleasure to be here.